What's up, Bounty Villains? Let's get right into this video by Aladi, when Republicans don't hold back against woke Democrats. Let's get it in.
Those chicks are so pissed that Trump would, shaving their heads, screaming that they're going to go on a sex strike. You can't threaten people by taking something away that no one wanted in the first place.
That's true.
Also, I don't know what you're doing going on a sex strike. Some of you really need a hunger strike.
I'm going to be joining the Republican Party. I've been a Democrat for years. I've posted Democratic content for years, but the party has just gone too far left. It's too crazy. It's too delusional.
I don't care. It's happening. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. I'm done, okay? I blew up on this godforsaken clock app when I was like 19 or 20 years old, okay? Back then. Keep in mind, it has been 4 to 5 years and life has hit me like a truck, okay? I'm no longer the stupid brainwashed liberal that I used to be when I was 19. And I am being hated on so much for simply changing sides. And I'm done. I'm so tired of my old fan base. I don't give a f about your identity politics. I voted for Trump.
Some women are so beautiful inside and out that they grace us with their presence here on earth as if they're angels that fell from heaven. And others are bitter beluga whale bitches that wake up with a bone to pick and decide to make burn books with lists of creators that voted for Trump, specifically Disney ones. This bitch and so many other mentally ill creatures like her think that this kind of behavior is normal. So normal that she continued posting this kind of bullshit on her Instagram story where she explained that apparently her therapist said as long as she's not storming the Capitol, that this is a normal response to losing the election. Okay, first of all, girly pop, you need to get a new therapist pronto. And second of all, you need to get a grip. You know, I think the most entertaining part of her whole spiel is this part. Take a listen.
I also want to say some of the people on this list I know because I've had personal experiences with these people because I used to be friends with them. And they're covert and they don't outwardly post on social media about how they're Trumpers, how they're homophobic.
This is the fun.
Guys, like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, these people that, hated the outcome of this election, like, particularly this woman right here, nobody's doing anything with her. Like, she's not getting laid. So, like, does her opinion even matter? No.
Funniest part to me, it's always the liberals that are so unaccepting and so violent and aggressive towards everyone in their life for thinking a little differently than them that are so surprised that no one feels comfortable telling them the truth.
Is it me, or do Trump administration pics look like these guys? Tell me if I'm wrong.
Avengers
He
2.0.
putting together a team that can save the world, just not the economy, the world. Then he got Elon Musk, okay? His role is to see what the government been doing with our tax money, okay? And I'm here for it. Because Elon needs to let me know if they've been spending my money on illegal immigrants. I want to see how much money they had on those food stamp cards and those vouchers.
Me too.
And if they've been sending my money to prison so men can get transgender surgery. Or you've been using my money on alien experiments, UFOs,
We need to know.
TikTok, conspiracy theory.
The way y'all liberals are backtracking on everything y'all say or do, y'all make a fucked up comment and then try to, no, I only meant it this way. I wasn't talking about this. I only meant that. That's why y'all lost the election. Y'all have no ability to, accountability. Y'all don't know how to admit when you're wrong. You don't know how to take advice. You don't know when your ideas are batshit fucking stupid. I swear to God. Black, white, Spanish makes no goddamn difference. Y'all rainbow warriors, y'all liberals will never win another fucking election in this country.
How are you today?
I'm great, you fucking
okay?
cunt. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm doing wonderful.
Yeah, you doing good?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You live in this neighborhood?
Doesn't matter.
You shouldn't be in this neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah. Do you have jaundice or something?
I shouldn't be in this neighborhood?
Guess what? Go home.
All right.
Fuck you, Nazi piece of shit.
All right.
Go home.
Stop shaking your hands.
Go home.
Step
Yeah,
away.
because I want to.
Step
you
back.
don't understand.
Step back.
Dude, like, imagine this guy walking up to you, trying to, talk crazy about you just because you may be having a Trump hat on, like a Make America Great Again hat, or, a t-shirt or something. And then he's got his camera in your face, talking crazy to you, and he's shaking like a crap game. Like, you don't look tough whatsoever. You might as well just turn around, go back to your mommy's house, go suck on her teat, and, yeah, man, grow some balls, because you don't want nothing to do with what's going on over here, bro, because these fists, They'll give you what you need.
Dinner was good.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, not having a good time.
You never do, probably.
I just, like, the number of people who, like, are fucking stupid.
She's got TDS.
And, like, the fact that my dad...
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all.
Absolutely nobody is going to convince me that Donald Trump didn't steal this election, because he 100% did. You're telling me that Elon Musk, this super rich Uber guy who happens to be BFFs with fucking Trump, who also owns Starlink, the computer equipment that's going to count votes. You got a rich, corrupt fucking BFF of this tyrant using his equipment to count votes. Are you kidding me?
What?
How stupid do they think people are?
How stupid do you
I
sound?
swear to fuck, if Democrats are being too prideful to call this shit out, this is just fucked. American Democrats are fucking pushovers, and it's gonna cost millions of lives.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, before you know it, a lot of these crazy libs that just can't come to grips with the fact that the election didn't go their way and their candidate didn't win, before you know it, they're going to be blaming it on Russia. They're going to say Russia had some part in it and Elon Musk is buddy. And for the fact to say that him and Trump are besties, I mean, that means that they just recently became besties before that, because he didn't get the nomination until right before the election actually happened. So, yeah, these colorful haired freaks make no sense.
To the white women that voted for Trump, you should cancel that self-tan membership. I'm thinking. Any tanning membership. Why do you want to be brown? Isn't brown dirty? Isn't brown gross? Isn't brown, like, not what we want to be? We don't allow that in our country.
Man, it's always these, low-key bigots that come out and then they get mad just because their candidate didn't win, and now they want to talk about people tanning. Absolutely ridiculous, making up any type of tirade and throwing any type of tantrum and making an argument out of nothing. So, yeah, just accept that, the next 4 years, you don't have to be here. You can move to Canada. You can move to France. I heard Italy, they're taking people in one of their little cities. All you have to do is pay $1 for the next 4 years. Maybe you'll live there. But, yeah, don't take out your TDS on people who actually want to get a tan. Nice try.
How's this for a motivational phrase? Our resistance will be talked about for generations.
Nobody cares. You need to talk about, the fact that you're resisting a toothbrush and toothpaste. That should be talked about, for ages to come. Look at those teeth.
Hey, MAGA. I was just taking some trash out, and I thought I found a flying fuck to give for you. About you losing friends and family members this past week due to your cult activity. But it turns out it was just a plain old fuck you.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
we don't care.
I mean, once they get the TDS, the Trump derangement syndrome, it's said that their hair actually turns these different colors. It's not like going out and dyeing their hair. It just turns it from the fact that they have so much TDS. That's what I heard.
It can also be true, and is in fact true at the same time, that a disgustingly alarming number of people voted completely against their moral conscience and
Your
chose
moral conscience?
privilege and white supremacy
No
in the
such
name
thing.
of the economy, of all things.
No.
Which many are sadly discovering the truth about that.
You're talking about the fact that you guys want to pretty much your offspring and have this so-called bodily autonomy. Yeah, not falling for that. And thank God it went the other way, because this is not anybody's morals but all you insane people on the left. So yeah, try harder next time and cope better.
This is a message for anybody who voted for Donald Trump. You are not welcome on my page.
We don't want
I do not want you here. I will not interact with you. You can leave me the most disgusting, hateful comments, as you've been doing every time I post a video expressing my political beliefs and my hate towards that man. But that is my page to do so. I'm not going to your
Nobody
page and
cares.
spreading hate, but you are coming to mine and doing it.
Nobody cares.
You are no longer welcome here. You weren't really welcome here in the first place, but I tolerated you because I tolerated a difference of political opinions. And though I still do, I do not want anybody on my page associated with that man talking to me about anything ever again. Bye.
Nobody cares. And the simple fact that she said that she's been tolerant this whole time and she's been tolerating all this. You weren't so tolerant on your page talking down on the president of the United States. So yeah, you could take that fake tolerance that you're talking about, that hypocrisy, and you could shove it where the sun don't shine because nobody gives a damn.
Hey, my fellow ladies out there.
The fuck?
So men think they own you. Take it from somebody that used to be a man. You got boobs. You got a vajayjay. Guess what, honey? You own them. Trust me, they want it. Make them earn it.
If they look like you, fam, no, they don't want it. They ain't gonna try to earn it. And most of you that look ridiculous, yeah, what you should be wanting is a neck, and you don't have it no longer. So yeah, nice try.
Here's the list of celebrities that you can no longer support if you supported Trump. Katy Perry, Jennifer Aniston, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rihanna, Lady Gaga, Bruce Springsteen, Martha Stewart, Oprah. Here's a big one for you guys. Eminem, Billie Eilish, Jamie Lee Curtis,
Nobody cares.
George Clooney and Barbara Streisand, Sarah Jessica Parker, Kelly Rowland. The list goes on, and so we just kindly request that you remove these people from your music playlists and movie queues. Thank you.
What? Like, all of those people that you just mentioned, nobody cares about. Nobody's following them. They're not trendy anymore. Nobody gives a damn. They could all, take their passport and use it. They can leave the country if they don't like it, and so can you. Keep trying. You guys are crying so much. Keep coping and keep crying. Cry more for us, because we love it.
Listen, I'm all on board for the 4B movement. In theory, I love the idea. However, what scares me about it is I'm terrified that only conservative Christian families will be popping out 10 babies back to back to back to back to back. We need good people to also raise good babies.
You talk about you only need good people. So I guess Satan is on her side. The ones that, their own babies, their own children, I guess they need them to now start producing babies. But I thought you guys were against that. I thought you guys were all about bodily autonomy, not wanting to get married, not caring what men think. I thought a lot of you women were onto the 4B movement, getting rid of men. But last time I checked, you need a man to actually procreate. You need his seed to go into your soil. So this actually makes no sense. And you're going to lose when it comes to conservative women and conservative families. They're going to keep on popping out babies, and you guys are going to be the minority while they become the majority. So good luck.
My family, the people who raised me, voted for. It's so invalidating. But I'm white. I should not be taking up space, because right now the people who have it much worse than I do are people who don't share the same skin color as me, which is so, why are we still judging people on that? Race is a fucking social construct that white people created to make themselves feel good about the dehumanization of other people. What the fuck, man?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
What are you talking about, and what are you crying about, and why do you have eyeshadow on knowing damn well you're going to cry today? These people are such a mixed basket of mixed nuts. Nobody knows what the hell they're talking about. These people have TDS, real TDS. Absolutely ridiculous. They get on these cameras and they talk about things that nobody knows what they're talking about. Then they contradict themselves. Then they mention something else. And then they say, well, I'm white too, and white people created this. Who gives a damn what your color is? This is ridiculous. This is why being a liberal is so sad. And the fact that they don't snap out of it, even after the results of the election and all of their whining, complaining, it doesn't really matter. They don't get any better. So we're just going to keep laughing at you.
Here's what it is. For everyone that voted for that man, I want nothing to do with you. I'm not going to engage with you. And honestly, like, if you leave comments on my page saying Trump 2024, whatever, that's fine, because you're just making it easier for me to figure out who I should be blocking. And a message for all of you that voted for him before I find you and block you: I hope that you get absolutely everything that you voted for. Genuinely, I really hope that you do. And I don't want to hear a single complaint when it happens inevitably. If you voted for him, I don't want to see a singular story crying about how your wife or your sister or your mother had some sort of reproductive struggle. I don't want to see a sob story about how your family, including yourself, is getting deported. And I don't want to see a GoFundMe or a singular peep out of the police using their full-blown immunity that he plans to give to them. And I really don't want to hear you complain when the tariffs are implemented and you realize what that actually means for the economy and for your pockets. Because this is what you wanted. And like I said, I hope that you get it.
Well, luckily, the people who voted for Trump don't have any of the issues that you just mentioned. It's libtards like yourself and others that actually struggle with this. So, yeah, you're like, oh, you're going to get everything that you wanted, everything you asked for. Lower taxes, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, a stronger border, better military, more money in our pocket, possibly the ability to carry our firearms that we legally obtained through, the federal government, that we can move across different states with, across state lines. Yeah, man. And all that stuff about reproductive rights and reproductive organs and all of this crap. You just don't understand that it's just delegated to the states. So if you want to go ahead and you want to go to your own offspring, you can probably go to another state that still allows it. But of course, you have too much TDS. It clouds your brain, and those jugs that you have on your chest, you're going to get everything you want. Hopefully, that's exposure at your job because you have an OnlyFans. Good luck.
The thing that's really just spinning my wheels in the mud today is how can some people say they love me, but then they voted against me?
Easy.
How could you go to my wedding where I married my wife and raise that pride flag so high up in the air, but then you voted against me? You voted against my rights. You voted against my family. What? You voted against my marriage. You voted against everything that I thought you stood for.
How? You guys can't even have kids.
And we're just supposed to love you. It's okay. We can agree to disagree. We can just see past it. Don't let politics ruin relationships.
I think they're making... Whoever those friends were, you guys should stay clear away from this nutbag and the wife that she had. She can't even have kids. And if she's crying about, reproductive rights and women and all this stuff and, the pride flags, and that's how you know, man, these people are absolutely ridiculous. They make no sense. Stay away from them. Don't go to their weddings. Don't hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? Don't even take their calls. Just get rid of them, man. Be with like-minded people like yourself that are actually sane, because this is just ridiculous. Probably spoiled growing up and probably took no accountability for her own life, and her parents probably failed her. That's why she's in the predicament and the mindset that she's in.
Since so many people in the United States voted for Donald Trump for president, I'd like to know where all the big celebrations are. The fireworks and the parties and the drinking and cavorting in the streets. I mean, that's a lot of people getting exactly what they want.
It probably did happen, but the problem is, Grandma, you were asleep when it was actually happening. It happened at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. When you're actually snoozing, sleeping, and snoring from your sleep apnea. That's why you don't know about it. And the reason why there was no remnants of it left when you opened your door and went out of town and, went to go to the bank and go to the pharmacy is because, unlike the libs, we actually cleaned up our mess after we celebrated. So there was no trace of it, so you guys won't get a TDS attack on the way to the pharmacy, the bank, or possibly a doctor's appointment.
I'm sorry, but the primary reason that Trump won wasn't because Joe Biden got out of the race too late or that Democrats don't understand or ignore the working class. Like I've said, the primary reason Kamala didn't win is that millions of Americans were deceived by the Trump campaign, complicit Republicans, the right-wing media ecosystem, Elon Musk, and a gargantuan amount of dark money, all supported by malleable algorithms. These devious forces pretended that, one, the economy was better 4 years ago when we were on the cusp of economic collapse. 2, that Trump had no real responsibility for the COVID catastrophe. 3, that crime was up. 4, that inflation hadn't been brought down and was the fault of Democrats in the first place. And 5, all of our problems stem from poor immigrants in search of a better life. Plus, a transgender commercial proved incredibly effective in suggesting that Kamala was someone she isn't. So, as Democrats and pundits endlessly scrutinize this election, I say that we and our beliefs aren't the real problem. Instead, the number one issue is that the American people were deceived by devious forces spewing unending dishonesty.
It wasn't even that. The thing is, you said all of that and still most people and most states voted Republican. It was just time for a change. Instead of sitting around and complaining about it, maybe you should see how it happens for the next 4 years. Just like a lot of us had to. We had to see inflation. We had to see the border being opened up completely and illegals just pouring in, over 20 million of them. And then when we ask our president, when we ask our vice president that was running as well in this 2024 election, they said the border was secure and safe. But you had a lot of crimes being happening. So it doesn't have to do with this evil force and Elon Musk and Trump and Republicans and rhinos. It doesn't have to do with any of that. It just was time for a change. We had seen enough and the American people have spoken. Stop crying. Go get your bottle. It's warmed up and go back to your mommy.
To all you MAGA motherfuckers that are already out acting a fool in fucking public, thinking you can get away with whatever the fuck you want, I want you to know that it ain't gonna happen. We are pissed. We have 0 fucks to give anymore. And bail money.
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
I have bail money. I see you out in public, acting a fucking fool, raging out and fucking berating other people, getting in people's faces, being fucking racist, being fucking Karen. I'm gonna say something to you. And if you wanna fucking throw hands, bring that shit the fuck on, because I would love to right now. I would love to. I'm being real with you when I tell you you need to fucking act right. This shit will not be tolerated any further.
Man, you can't even pick up a rock and defend yourself, nor a sword. So it doesn't make any sense for you to even make these type of threats. What she's actually doing is she's projecting, because these are all the things that she's done. Now the tables have turned. She thinks it's going to happen to her. But 9 times out of 10, Trump supporters aren't going to act like that. They're just going to show their pride. And if there are some that get out of line, of course. But 9 times out of 10, this is just projection, because she was doing this probably the whole time when Biden went into office, celebrating and gallivanting and saying F you and F MAGA and all this stuff. But now the tables have turned. But, you know, women trying to threaten and say, oh, I got bail money, I got this. You can leave right along with those celebrities that claim they were going to leave the United States 2 times in a row. First in 2016 and now in 2024, if you don't like it. And you can get bailed out somewhere in another country. We don't care and we don't believe you. You need more people than just yourself.
So last night, I told my mom and dad that because they voted for someone who wants me dead, that they no longer have the privilege of having their daughter and their granddaughters in their life. And I told them, never contact me again. I'm never calling you. I want nothing to do with you. And take me out of the will. I have a younger brother who is also a MAGA. I said, when you guys pass away, give him the entire house. I don't want to inherit your house. I don't want anything from you. I don't want to hear from you ever again.
Good riddance.
Because I'm no longer safe being in a relationship with you. Because I'm queer, I'm autistic, I'm like half disabled, I have Lyme disease and POTS and a bunch of other shit.
You have TDS.
And I'm bisexual, I have 2 daughters, and my husband's also bisexual. It's like...
Gay! Man, absolutely ridiculous. Who cares? You're a grown woman. your parents and your siblings, they know you're a grown woman. They 9 times out of 10 know that you're nuts. They know that you've been programmed. You probably went to college, that breeding ground, for feminism. So we already know where your mindset is, and so do they. So if you want to fly the coop, go right ahead. I mean, hopefully when you come back, hopefully, because you're going to have to see them. There's no way you're never going to see them again or have a relationship. These are your parents. Hopefully you would have lost some weight along that journey and got rid of that bird of a husband that you claim that you have, or your children as well, because your children are going to resent you and they're going to want to see their grandparents and their uncle. So yeah, man, it's just hilarious, man, how voting one way can, make a person want to destroy their relationship with their own family. Stupid, man. Maybe you should have gotten in line with them. Maybe you should have joined your family. But of course, it has to be a woman. They have to flee. They have to act like Eve and bite the apple. But anyway, man, this woman right here, pure TDS, no eyebrows, pillow snow. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like the video, sub to the channel with post notifications on, because I'm posting a video every single day here. This was absolutely nuts, but this is what happens, man, when, a president that wants to go ahead and, change things up, shake it up, and get us out of this rut that we've been in here in the United States. You have some, person that needs to get curb stomped on the side. But anyway, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace. Bountyville, I'm out.